Hebu angalia kama ako live. Ni watu wangapi wana watch? Watu 10. Sisi na hiyo kitu kwenda kwa live moja. Ladies and gentlemen.
Chiraa. Hello my people and welcome to Kenya Media Center. Today we are going to be looking at the story of Chiraa. There's a conspiracy outside there that Chiraa might have been assassinated or killed, and this is a conspiracy that might have meaning or might have meaning in it. So today we are going to be looking at the last minutes of Chiraa, and if somebody who wanted to kill him had the opportunity to kill him in the process and the killing go unnoticed. So please subscribe to the channel and let's dive into the video. So the story starts that Chiraa left his house with 3 gentlemen and went to a nightclub, and in the nightclub they were drinking. They say that he was drinking a famous drink in Kenya, a famous hard drink in Kenya, a whiskey drink, and during the drinking he became very drunk, and in the process of getting drunk he started to misbehave in the club. And when the management saw that Chiraa was misbehaving in the club, he was thrown out of the club. And he was thrown out of the club at around 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning is normally dangerous for somebody to be out on his own. And in the process of being thrown out, the friends remained in the club and remained with his phone. So from here we can only detect that his phone was in the club, so we cannot know his whereabouts as in when he left the club. But comes an eyewitness who says that Chiraa, when he was left out of the club, he took some pictures with some ladies and he was begging the ladies for some money so that he could reach his home. And in the process a boy came by who knew Chiraa because of being famous on TikTok and decided to carry Chiraa on a motorbike to his place. And he took Chiraa and put him on the motorbike, and he was sitting on the back, and they traveled to Chiraa's home. But when they arrived Chiraa's home, they arrived on the other side of the road. Chiraa was supposed to cross the road, but in the process, when he alighted and he crossed the road, he was knocked down by a canter. He was knocked out on the highway with a lorry. And that's the story of Chiraa and how he died. But then there comes the conspiracy that most probably Chiraa might have been killed or murdered in a certain place and be thrown there. And this is a conspiracy. So it might have been that Chiraa was killed in a certain area and thrown. And why would somebody want to kill Chiraa? What is the motive of them killing Chiraa? Could it be a sacrifice, or could it be an enemy who wanted to do away with Chiraa because he was a big competitor of him on TikTok? Or was it the people morals who didn't want him because of being in the LGBTQ? So there might be very many people who might have been out to get Chiraa. But also, you know that Chiraa was an addict, and this could play a big part in his death because many TikTokers had warned him about stopping his addiction and trying to manage himself so that he could not get into problem. But then when you get into problems when you are an addict and you are vulnerable to the society, and then you have friends who can come and pick you up at any time because of your vulnerability and get peer pressure and get into things that you may not want to do. So in this case of Chiraa, and being young and famous and being an outgoing person, most probably one of the people who wanted to target him might have gone to his home and picked him up, and in the process made up a plan, cooked up the plan properly, and led to the demise of the one young Chiraa. So this is a conspiracy, but then this has to be an investigation, because one of the big YouTubers by the name Watchdog has had this theory that Chiraa's body was not so badly done, because when you are hit by a bus, your body normally goes through a lot of trauma, and the heart becomes so horrific. But in this case, Chiraa only lost an ear during this trauma. So, and he didn't lose a lot of kgs in the process, because and he didn't lose, he was not so badly injured. So this can be also a conspiracy that somebody was out there to get him. So in this process, if there is proper evidence and if people come out and think that Chiraa, somebody might have been responsible for his killing, then the DCI should start to do an investigation into this. That's the conspiracy that's going on in Kenya Media Center. And please, if you know you're addicted to alcohol or other drugs, you should try to look for a rehabilitation center so that you can go and help yourself to become clean in the process. Because these days the life is short, and these days if you're not in good company, then you can land in problems, in deep problems. Thank you.